Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. For the last 2 days, we've not been able to do a video after the successful charity event in Nairobi. I want to thank you very much for that. I've had probably 18 hours, marathon hours. I received a call from Sarah. For those who don't know Sarah, they might have come in this channel after August last year. We did a fundraiser in this channel and managed to pull 1.3 million to support Sarah Atieno to be released from hospital after she had been diagnosed by cancer. And so I still hung on in her life, and quite a number of members of this channel also hung on. We hung on. And I want to say a very big thank you for those who are still supporting. Until yesterday, she suffered some blood clot. So she was rushed to Kenyan National Hospital. And after CT scan was done, she was in the hospital. And today, by 1 p.m., at 1 p.m., Sarah rested peacefully. And the body is dying in Kenyan National Hospital. I know this matter has been so much, Sarah's case has been so much close to me, but we believe that she's taking rest on the other side. Back to politics. Now, Sabina Chege was with Moses Kuria in Murang'a over the weekend, donating some food stuff. And Moses Kuria thereafter met a section of Murang'a MCS a day after the Murang'a MCS caucus declined to meet Rigathi Gachagua. And that was in trying to find a solution to the fights that have been going out there. Sabina Chege is out to scoop that women rep position, I don't know under which party, and she's been unleashed against Betty Maina with the Moses Kuria faction because Betty Maina, who is the current women rep, has been sympathetic to the troubles of former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And Sabina Chege has found herself in the position of being seen being a machinery that is being unleashed against Betty Maina. The same to another lady has also been unleashed in Githunguri against Gathoni Mushomba. But now that be it, Mary wa Maua, the Maragua member of parliament, who is also allegedly angling for Murang'a gubernatorial seat, is hitting Sabina Chege about that move. It is drama being drama. I want to play for you this soundbite. You listen to what Mary wa Maua is saying and what is happening. She's been captured under the Moses Kuria umbrella. What is happening in the whole Murang'a and Sabina Chege context is what I want us to unpack in this podcast. But first, can you listen to this soundbite from Mary wa Maua?
Akitaka kushikilia wale ambao wako na njaa na hawana chakula, hata ingawa itashikilia siku 3 au 4 au 5. Lakini yule ambaye anamtumia akiitisha chakula anakuja kupeana Murang'a County, ako na siasa ingine ndani yake ya kukata women rep. Mama ambaye kuchaguliwa na alichaguliwa na alifanya kazi gumu ndiye asimame kiti ya women rep. Betty sawa. Akileta watu wengine karibu yake ndio waende wakimuita maito. Hatuna maito wawili Murang'a County. Tuko na maito mmoja. Betty sawa. Betty Maina. Na ninataka kusema wakati huyu Betty Maina alikuwa anatafuta hii kiti, huyu Sabina Wajiro Chege alikuwa ameenda Azimio. Walikuwa wanachapa hii serikali ya Kenya Kwanza, wale wote ambao walikuwa wanaomba viti wakipitia kwa chama ya UDA. Pamoja na yule ambaye ako sitting president saa hii na naibu wake. akikuja kwa serikali na amesaidiwa na serikali ndio akuwe party leader wa chama ya Jubilee, anatakiwa aheshimu viongozi wenye wako kwa viti na tushikane pamoja. Ndio maana watu wa Jubilee, viongozi wa Jubilee wakaletwa na Kenya Kwanza karibu, ndio tufanye kazi pamoja, lakini sio kuja kupiga wale walichaguliwa na wale walifanya kazi gumu ndio tuweke hii serikali kwa kiti. Kwa hivyo tunasema kila yeyote amechaguliwa na mwenye ako nominated apewe heshima yake, na viongozi wa Murang'a tufanye kazi pamoja bila kukatakatana au bila kuonyesha ground kuna mtu ambaye hajafaa, ili hali hata hajamaliza mwaka moja aonekane kazi yake iko namna gani. Ya mwisho nikimalizia, nyinyi tu wawili tunasikia ndio muli insight MCAs wa Murang'a County wakati waliitwa na naibu wake President William Samoei Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, na walikuwa wameitwa kule Kaleni ndio waletwa pamoja waongeleshwe na waonyeshwe maana ya kufanya kazi wakiwa pamoja, na warudishe huyu elected MCA wa Kanyenyaini Gresete, wakaambiwa wasiada hakuna pahali wanaweza pelekwa. Hiyo ni baya, na hiyo ni kuleta madharau na disappointment na kuonyesha kiongozi wetu ambaye anafaa na ako kwa hiyo kiti kwa kupigania hii serikali akisaidia William Samoei Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua hajatosha na ametosha. Kwa hivyo tunasema wacha watu wa Mount Kenya tusianze kukatakatana miguu. Wacha tusiingilie uongozi wa ule mwingine. Wacha tushikane ndio tutembee pamoja. Tunaonekana uchi yetu. Tunaonekana sisi tio watu wanapendana na
now that is what is happening. Remember, Sabina Chege was one of the members of parliament that was on the other on Jubilee side, and immediately she crossed over to UDA, or rather she allegedly had the support or crossed over to support the UDA. I once analyzed and said that it was going to alter a lot of things, and quite a number of people will feel uncomfortable by the presence of the Sabina Chege and the team. There is one thing, there are three interpretations I want to make from that whole drama. Those who had been fighting Uhuru Kenyatta and their feeling, or rather their political playbook, their political script was to integrate back in the UDA fold, are not going to rep. And I wish Kanini Kega, wherever he is, he's supposed to learn a lot of lessons from what Sabina Chege is going through. Politics is about interest. And someone should not convince you that you leave Jubilee, go back to UDA, and you find members who already been there, and you want to displace them. It is not a walk in the path. And these members of parliament, Sabina Chege and the Kenyan and the team, that had been equipped and sharpened to fight Uhuru Kenyatta, in the middle of all this, they will find themselves heading nowhere. Because Ruto has a very critical balance. And what Ruto was doing in the last election is to get the votes. That's what exactly he also wants to get in this election, even the election coming. While there is the bit of what you will expect is that Mount Kenya succession battle has just started. It is very ugly, and it is what is going to kill different careers, many careers in Mount Kenya. Let me explain for you how the Mount Kenya succession battle is directly tied to the failure of people who had been equipped to fight Uhuru Kenyatta. What's happening in Mount Kenya is that Moses Kuria is using his docket. You know, the other weekend he was in Meru, then he was in Murang'a, and he seems to be trying to cut a niche with the MCAs back in the region And in fact, all these fights about even trying to drag President Uhuru Kenyatta's name has just been in the center of it. Now, there is a faction that is allied towards Rigathi Gachagua. And that faction that is allied towards Rigathi Gachagua is the camp Betty Maina. But because Sabina Chege has realized that with Rigathi Gachagua, they are clearly falling out and cannot help, the succession battle is narrowing down. And people are choosing, do I align with the crooked Moses Kuria or do I align with Rigathi Gachagua? There is no better option between them, but then maybe they are trying to narrow down into two. So that is something that has really created this narrative. And listen to, and I want to say something on why Uhuru, people fighting Uhuru will not make it. Because in that soundbite, Mary Maua is confessing that the government had been supporting Sabina Chege to take over Jubilee Party. You know, so it's clearly you can no longer hide. You can no longer hide that I'm not fighting Jubilee Party or are not behind the Jubilee Party troubles. Because those within, those inside are already saying it as it is. Lastly, Ruto's policy of divide and rule that was applied in 2022 will fall flat in 2027. The script in Mount Kenya has been divide and rule. The divide and rule is clearly that he would not want to get a kingpin. He would not want to get someone like help them get a kingpin, but just divide them, because if you divide them, they become very vulnerable. You know, even the last general election it was about divide and rule. Just sponsor some class war, some venom against Uhuru Kenyatta, and antagonize Uhuru Kenyatta against the voters, and you get a euphoria around it and move with it. As we speak, those hanging around President Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto, are very few. It is just Kimani Chungwa, the Dede Nyoro, and Medhu, and a host of some few MPs. But there are those who have sat down, back, retreated back, and like, how are we going to chart our path? So it is very clear it is going to be very chaotic, because if people are made to understand that I either be in UDA or UDA, I'm telling you, it's not going to be a walk in the path. If even those who fight through Jubilee has to be in UDA, then the same cry that, you know, there was the same narrative that I stood with Uhuru Kenyatta for 10 years, I stood with this for these years. The same cry is going to come when members will say, I stood with William Ruto under UDA, even when there was a struggle. When they were fighting without Uhuru Kenyatta, I've also been kicked. So the betrayal card, which is, I'm not shocked because that is the currency of politics, is clearly going to haunt William Ruto in Mount Kenya in the next general election, simply because of a selfish policy of divide and rule. They will be divided, but they will be ungovernable. The division will be ungovernable. And that is my take. Let's meet in the next podcast. I know from now I'll not be producing quite a number. Maybe I'll try to restrict to 5 or 4 in a day, because I'll be at the center of a lot of activities. Yes, around Sarah. Yeah, I didn't say that. Maybe I need to say that I had known Sarah for the last 15 years. Yeah, we're in the same high school, but we parted ways. So thank you guys, and let's meet in the next. I also take this opportunity to thank you for those who supported our Wednesday, our children's home visit. In the course of the week, I'm going to share the video of what transpired there, and I'm just so grateful for your support and for the amazing team, Bold Charity Network. We have a team of champions, and I'm just so glad that we supported in a special way. Thank you.